Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Welcome to a custom order making video. So today I am taking you all the way from weighing out the fiber to the finished product. I hope you guys will enjoy it. And while I'm weighing out the fiber and unboxing the new merino and all of that loveliness, I would like to give a very warm welcome to new viewers and a welcome back to returning viewers. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And as always, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. So for this project, I do need about 4 ounces of each of 3 different Alice in Wonderland colorways, but because I am turning them into rolags, I don't need the fibers to be all in one piece. Now, I do have a little problem because my recipe is written for 3 4-ounce braids of fiber, and I am doing 1 4-ounce of fiber. So we're having to take my recipe and I'm just going to divide it in half, and the colors will be a little darker because I can't divide my recipe in thirds with the way it's written. So we will just make it work, and I think the results are just fine. Of course, when working with acid dyes, commercial chemical dyes, you do want to make sure to wear the proper protection materials, such as a mask and gloves. And I like to use boiling water to help the dyes dissolve, and a little urea in each dye jar also helps the dyes thoroughly dissolve. And I bought the urea from, I think, Dharma Trading Company or something. But the dyes that I am using are Pro Chemical dyes, and I buy them directly from the Pro Chemical website. So we just finished putting the dyes onto Alice from the Alice in Wonderland colors. And now we're going to do the next one, which off the top of my head, I cannot remember, but it's looking like it's Painting the Roses colorway. I really had fun dyeing these the first time that I did it, and then dyeing them up again a second time was just like icing on the cake. And merino takes dye so differently than Falkland or Romney, or I think it was Falkland that I used the last time I did this. So it was interesting to see the difference between how the different breeds of wool take up the dye, and also keeping in mind that these colorways are vastly different because my recipe was more intense. Apparently, I didn't show you the last pan, but I did indeed have 3 colorways. The third one was the I'm late for a very important date. And I must have gotten tired of filming, so I didn't get that one. Oh well, I tried. We're going to start with Alice because it is the easiest one to break into color sections and turn this into rolags. I do end up with 4 sets of rolags, but I'm only going to show you 1. And if you watched my Tour de Fleece vlogs, you will have seen a little bit of one of these colors, maybe 2 of them, being turned into rolags. So I like to start my rolag making by layering a thin layer of wool on the bottom. I try to remember that the first layers are the ones that are the most likely to show when you make your rolags. So I try to put just a thin layer and then put all my fun stuff in there. If you start with fun stuff, it'll just stick to the carding cloth and you'll have a dickens of a time getting it out. So you got to start with wool and then move into the fun stuff. I have some bright yellow Firestar and some turquoise Firestar and some undyed Firestar that I will be using, as well as a bit of undyed bamboo. So the request was lots of sparkles and super soft, and I decided to add the bamboo because I just love bamboo added into my blends, and I think it is soft and silky and shiny and very, very similar to how silk behaves, but at a much lower cost and much easier to find. So I love using bamboo instead of silk, but sometimes I will splurge and put silk in my blends. This time I just used the undyed bamboo. I knew my colors were a little more intense, a little more saturated than I had originally intended, so I figured the undyed bamboo would tone it down just a little bit and make it more like the original colorways. And I was right. They ended up being absolutely gorgeous, and my customer was completely 100% delighted with the outcome. So after getting the fun add-ins in there, then it's time to fill up the board with wool. I don't usually, sometimes I do, but I don't always put a second layer of add-ins. I figure it's going to get rolled up, it's going to get drafted, it's going to get more blended, so there's no need to make multiple layers of wool and add-ins. So I'm just going to keep going with the wool until my board is full and there's no thin spots, and then we will move on to the next color. I do have to be careful when I'm doing this. I tend to put my hand down on the carding cloth a little bit hard, and it prickles my fingers and makes them quite sore. So sometimes you'll see I use my fingers to hold the wool down, and sometimes I use the palm of my hand. The palm of the hand is a little tougher than the fingers, especially fingers that have burn scars on them. They're a little extra sensitive. My favorite part of making roll eggs is taking them off the blending board and seeing how well I did in mixing everything together and laying everything out on the board at the very beginning of the process. It is my top favorite way or part of the entire process. Now we're going to get into painting the roses colorway, and the system is completely the same. A layer of wool, layer of add-ins, finish off with wool, and roll it off. So I'm going to pick out the sparkles I'm adding. Sometimes I add colorful sparkles, like rainbow sparkles, and sometimes I add solid color sparkles. It kind of depends on what I can find in my stash. And in this case, I decided to go with the rainbow sparkles, and I will use those for the next colorway as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I am going to sign off, turn on some music, and let you enjoy it. And let me know in the comments what you think about this whole process and which one was your favorite colorway. I'll see you guys in the next one.